Okay. And this is a question to Matt. You know, one of the jobs, of course, of being the state president is you have a council together with the other leaders of the auxiliary organizations, and having good relations with those organizations is very important. I've had very good relations with them over the past 10 years. I've noticed, though, that you've had to do some fence mending with certain auxiliary organizations. For example, apparently you self-nominated yourself for the Tigers, which is an honorary organization. I'm the District 12 Pride Director, and I wasn't even asked. I might have been willing to support that. And then two, as well with the Senate, I mean, you've also taken the attitude too that, well, we don't need the auxiliary organizations as part of the convention package, and they can go fend for themselves with the hotel, but really, we're a JC family, and we get an economy of scale with all the groups. So, you know, how are you going to build positive relationships with the organization when you've had issues with these different organizations in the not too recent past?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because it's actually one that I think a number of our members are trying to get an answer to figure out who they should vote for. So this is what I'll say about that. I didn't self-nominate for the Tigers. Rusty, who helped charter my chapter, nominated me. The Tiger organization as a whole struggled with its own internal communication to put that forward in a manner that allowed the Tigers to act on it. And when I talked with CJ for that reason, they're going to deal with the application later. And that's fine with me. I don't need a pin on my collar to tell me that I'm a leader in the junior chamber. I need to look around my chapter and see what's happening. I need to look around the state and see the leaders that are stepping up. With regards to the Senate, and with regards to the other auxiliaries and how we do our conventions, one of the real challenges that our auxiliaries have had is that they have been forced to comment from the back of the room on bid packages that they don't have a vote on. And they've had to do that and hope that they'll be heard. So what I've proposed is not that they be excluded, but rather that their needs be addressed specifically by contract so that they can get what they need. When we had the convention in Ventura, the Tigers didn't have a room to do their bonsai party because that issue wasn't put forward in the bid that the junior chamber dealt with. So in order to have good relations with our auxiliary organizations, everybody needs to speak truth and not deal in rumor and innuendo. And I think a lot of the bad relations that people talk about is because we've fallen into dealing in gossip instead of truth. And I would expect more out of the District 12 Pride governor than that.
Well, certainly you came up to me after the Tiger meeting and said that you were not happy that the Tigers had not taken an action, and you were going to start a rival organization with the Tigers. And I was just sitting there.
Gentlemen, we're going to stop you right there. That's it. This is an offline topic,
Sure.
gentlemen, and we're going to proceed and continue with our last and final question.